I'm Jennifer Valentine.
I'm Georgia Valentine.
And welcome to the Mother-Daughter Date podcast. That can be your line.
What?
Welcome to the Mother Date podcast.
I'd rather do it together like that.
Okay, that's how we're going to do it. We decided that we're going to talk about things that we're dreaming about. Some people call it a bucket list. I like to call it a life list. Things that we want to do in our lifetime.
Wow, you're so original, girl. Doing your life list. You're like different. Like, you're not like the other girls. You like life lists, not bucket lists.
Well, I think it's more positive. Things that we want to do throughout our lifetime. Now, I found out something very interesting, Georgia, is you don't have a list like that. You don't even think about things like this.
I think about things like that, but I'm having a plan stresses me out. And everyone's like, you need a plan. I'm going to university. I'm going to do this. And I'm like, ugh, no thanks.
So you don't have a vision board?
I don't have a vision board. I don't want a vision board because one day things might take a turn, aka example featuring COVID.
Okay, but it's nice to dream. And sometimes when you put things on a vision board, those things actually come true. When you put it out into the universe, you're, sending out positive vibes for the things that you want to do in life. So we've decided to come up with 5 things each. Things that we might want to do. This might have been a little bit more difficult for you than me. I was like, I could come up with 500 things. But I chose 5 things that I'm dreaming about doing when the pandemic one day will be over.
I'm dreaming of a normal Christmas.
I'm hoping at Christmas time it will be normal.
Just like the ones. Does that mean that we won't have like dinner with Aunt Sandra?
We don't know what's going to happen in December. We're taking it one day at a time. But right now we're dreaming, Georgia.
What about the wedding?
The wedding?
Yeah.
We don't know. We don't know if weddings are happening. We're talking about my nephew, your cousin Trevor, and Megan. They've already postponed their wedding once. Will they have to postpone it again? We don't know.
I guess Lucas can't propose to me anytime soon.
Well, he could propose to you. What's wrong with that? He can propose to you. You don't have to get married like the next day.
Oh, good. Good. I was worried.
Are you looking for a proposal? Is that on your list?
I'm not looking for it, but if he did it, I'd be like, okay.
Okay. You're totally joking.
I'm totally joking with you. I'd run so far, you wouldn't even see me when you finished the sentence.
I think I know you a little bit better than that. Okay. So let's talk about our life list. Who wants to go first? I think you should go first.
Oh, okay. I'll go with
Okay.
Okay, wait. Is it 5 things that we want
to do in our lifetime, in the future, when it's safe again to do so?
I want to travel for at least a year.
What? Like a year? Like leave your mother for a year?
Not like now. Like when I'm like 25.
Where are you going?
That comes up later. When we want to visit.
Oh, so you want to travel. Travel is definitely on your life list.
I want to travel so badly.
Like all over the world?
Yeah, all over the world.
Would you like everywhere?
Everywhere.
Australia?
Yeah.
Italy?
You're naming off my list, so can we stop naming places that we're going to be talking about in 5 minutes?
Okay. Well, funny you say that, Georgia, because travel is also on my list, but I'm extremely specific. I'm choosing Iceland.
I was going to put that as a joke.
Why is that a joke?
Because I don't know anything about Iceland, and it's not even icy. Why would I want to go there?
Georgia, it is one of the most beautiful places on the planet. The beautiful waterfalls, the hot springs like the Blue Lagoon. You can see the northern lights. It is incredible. So I've heard, but I'd like to see it for myself. So that is definitely on my list, as well as Japan, Italy, Greece. I'd like to go back to Australia. So guess who's coming?
You just named every single thing on my visit list except for Africa because you've already been there.
That's why we're traveling together.
We're not traveling together.
You don't want to travel with your
I'll travel some places with you, but I'm going to get sick of you. You don't like drinking.
When we were in Scotland, I had a drink.
You did drink. You did.
I had one.
Yeah, you drank with me.
The cider.
Yeah, that was nice.
I got a little tipsy from it.
You did get tipsy, but so did I. Those were big. I had 2.
Okay, now we've told everyone that I let you drink in Scotland.
Yeah, but I was 18. It was legal.
You weren't 18?
Yeah, I was.
You're
was
18
legal.
now.
Oh, shit. Oh, yeah. I
The
didn't
reason
die.
why I let you have one drink
Yeah.
with dinner is because it is legal in Scotland. And when in a pub, when you're with your family,
Oh, yeah,
and
you can drink
order,
when you're 16.
you can drink when you're 16.
Yeah.
So
Oh, yeah.
I let you have a cider.
2 drinks. We got crazy. We went to this really nice restaurant, and I had 2 ciders. And you know what? No wonder they only let you have like 2 because they're big. And we went to a Bohemian Rhapsody concert, we definitely were having a fun time.
We went to a Queen cover band concert. We had a great time. Scotland was incredible, and I would go back to Scotland.
I would go
in a
back to
second.
Scotland.
Yeah, we really liked Scotland, didn't we?
Yeah.
Okay, so there you go. There's the travel. So we both said travel. Your turn.
I want to live in a hot climate.
Forever?
Not forever, but definitely for a period of time.
How can you leave beautiful Toronto?
It's not that I don't like Toronto. I hate, and I know people say don't say the word hate. I hate the cold. I hate it. People are like, oh, I like it when it's fall. I'm like, I like it when I'm sweating so much that I just want to be naked. I hate the cold. I hate winter. I hate the snow. I hate walking on stupid white snow. It's so stupid. And you have to get cars with heaters. But when you get in, it's so cold that it doesn't matter that it's hot, because then by the time it gets hot, your feet are cold the entire car ride to wherever you're going. Probably nowhere, because it's so cold you don't want to go anywhere.
Don't hold back. Tell
And
us
you get
how
the
you really
flu.
feel.
I have a phobia of throwing up, and you get the flu every year. I hate the cold.
Okay, so
Okay, maybe I don't. Okay, I don't want to live somewhere hot my whole life, but I want to do the Diane. I want to come here, and then it gets a little chilly, and
Yeah.
you're like, oh, give me a vodka Coke. Give me a vodka Coke and bring me to LA, where it's not hot, but it's nice.
everybody wants to do the Diane. Everybody wants Diane's life, where you go to California all winter long and you come back here for
I
the
don't even
warmer.
care if it's
Yeah.
California. I don't care if it's in the middle of nowhere. Take me away.
So you want
Jesus, take the wheel. I'm done.
Okay, so now we know how you really feel. I don't mind the winter because it makes me appreciate the summer. It makes me appreciate the spring, and I absolutely love the fall. I love fall. I love the leaves. I love the weather. I love a light jacket. I love the boots. I love the fashion.
Yeah, but California has fall. It gets chilly there.
I don't know. I think I'd miss the snow. I think you'd miss the colder months.
I'll just come back.
What
For
about
like
skiing?
a day, and I'll go, oh, I remember. I hate it, and I'll leave again.
Do you like skiing? You love skiing. We went on a ski trip. We went to Mont Tremblant.
a year. Once a year, I ski.
Yeah, and do you like it?
Once a year.
Maybe we should go more than once a year.
I don't want to go once a year. It's too cold.
You don't want to go once a year?
I'll go 3 times a year, tops.
Okay. All right, so there you go. So you want to live somewhere warm and you don't care where it is, just
Yeah.
as long as it's
not
warm.
my whole life, but definitely a portion where I can just laugh at the people who are cold and say, ha ha ha, I used to be like you.
Okay. All right. Now we know how you feel. I'm staying right here. I'm staying
You have
right
fun.
here. I will. I will have fun. I'm used to this. It's my home. Okay, so on my life list, I have to basically spend more time with friends, because I think that when you have children, you spend so much time worrying about your children, if your children are happy, driving your children around. And yes, I do spend time with friends, but I don't think I spend enough time with friends, just enjoying their company, good food, good conversation, maybe going shopping together. And I just want to just hang out and maybe just do nothing, maybe enjoy a nice beverage. Maybe I'll have a drink. Maybe I'll start drinking a little bit more, Georgia, and have some more ciders, hanging out in the backyard and watching movies together, spending more time with friends.
That's beautiful.
Is that beautiful?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I do spend time with friends. Don't get me wrong. I mean, spend even more time with friends. Those friends that you haven't seen in a year because you just don't have time. You're going to make time for all your friends, not just on Facebook, live in person.
That's beautiful. I really was touched by that. I'm glad you don't want to spend as much time with me. It's really great.
No. I want to spend just as much time with you. It's like, that's not going to cut down on our mother-daughter time.
Oh,
Just
good.
don't be worried.
Okay, I was worried.
I'm still traveling with you for a year.
Scared that was going to be a solo podcast. You are not traveling with me for a year. We will get into fights. We got into the biggest fight we've ever gone to in our lives in Scotland, and I don't even want to talk about it because I don't even remember what we fought about.
Do you have something else on your bucket list? Maybe learning something new?
I don't want to learn anything new. I think I'm the smartest person in this room. I want to do something with my career that has to do with music.
Oh.
Whether it's musical theater, whether it's singing, whether it's teaching, I want to do music.
Yes, but you've always wanted to do that, but you're just going to continue along that path, and that is your life. You love music.
Yeah. I like entertainment.
What about comedy?
You got so mad at me once. I was like, you were like, what do you want to do when you're older? You were like on your phone, you're like, what do you want to do? And I said, I really just want to entertain. That's literally, it's so broad, but I just like making people happy. That's it. And you, that's not right. You can't just entertain. You need to have a specific pathway into entertainment. Once you're just going to entertain, what does that mean? What do you want to do with entertainment? You want to go on stage? You want to be online? What do you want to do? And I just ruined it for me.
Jazz hands?
Yeah, that's how you talk. Yeah, we got into like 1950. You pulled out a feather and you put it on your head, and I was like, that's weird. And you started tap dancing.
Okay, what about comedy?
No. I like comedy, and I like aspects. I would like to do comedy with what I do, but I don't want to just do comedy.
I know, but you do like comedy. You like to do improv.
Yeah.
You love to.
I like performance comedy. Yeah. But I don't think I could only do stand up. I don't think I could just spend my whole life doing stand up. You
wouldn't be happy doing stand up.
No.
What about sketch comedy on SNL?
I could easily. That would be the easiest job of my life.
That would be my dream come true.
See, that's not for me stand up, and that's totally different though, because you're playing off people and you're a person and you're a character, whereas I've never had more stage fright in my entire life than doing stand up, and I've performed numbers of times.
But you were so good.
I was literally walked up and I was like, I'm the worst stand-up comedian
and you were
in the world.
hysterical. People loved you.
That's the thing. When people are like, stand-up's the scariest thing you could do, people are like, no, it's not. Yeah, it is.
But you didn't look scared.
I was literally, I didn't want to go up. They were like, can you go up next? I'm like, no. I'm like, someone else has to go up.
Really?
I was losing my mind. That's why I kept telling no one. I didn't invite anyone.
Do you think it would get easier?
I think it would get easier, but I don't think that little part of you that's worried, because when no one laughs, everyone in the room knows.
Do you think it's a good skill to have?
It's the biggest skill to have in entertainment, period.
Yeah. I think you were incredible. I'm actually shocked how funny you were.
Being comfortable with that and being you on stage and being vulnerable, that's the most important thing in entertainment, period, is being vulnerable.
Wow, that's interesting. I didn't know you were that afraid until right now. But honestly, I think that if you kept doing it, it would just be a huge confidence builder and you could take on the world. I envied you sitting there watching you, and I thought I would love to be able to do that.
I think my biggest compliment is when someone says you're funny. I'm like, oh, thanks.
Georgia, that's my biggest compliment in life. If somebody says that I'm funny, that's all that matters, really. Yeah. That is the biggest compliment you could ever give me.
Yeah.
There you go. We have that in common.
Oh, it's like almost like it came out of you. That was weird.
You did.
I came out of you.
You did. Okay, there you go. You're funny. Was that your turn? Yeah, that was your turn. Okay, so mine is, I think I've started, but it's going to take me a while to get back into it. I'm going to start to cook again. I'm going to get into the kitchen, even though I make a mess and your father doesn't like it and he likes to be in the kitchen. I really feel like I let that go. And I used to cook every single night when I lived on my own. I think I did a great job. I tried something new all the time, and I just kind of let it go when your father came into the picture, because he's a bit of a control freak when it comes to the cooking and his kitchen and how neat it is. But I'm going to start cooking again, and simple meals. I don't have to make like elaborate dishes. Like I made just simple dinners,
Fettuccine
like
Alfredo.
fettuccine Alfredo, or like, meat and vegetables and potatoes and,
Yeah.
whatever. I like cooking.
I don't like cooking when I'm not cooking something great. So if I'm like, oh, I'm gonna just make spaghetti, I'm like, I don't want to just make spaghetti. It makes me stressed out. So I would rather someone be in the kitchen helping me, and me adding on to that.
We could just do it together, Georgia. It's another thing we could do.
You know what
together.
I also hate?
What?
Is
The winter? Because we know
first
that.
of all, yeah, no, we don't have to
Let's
talk
not go
about
there
that.
again.
That's like my weak spot.
Okay.
Have you ever had winter depression? Anyway, wait, I forget what I was talking about. Oh, you know what I hate? Oh, yeah. I remember.
Do you remember?
When I make food and it's like one ingredient, I'm like, oh, I could have done so much more with that. I'd rather eat something amazing.
So you'd rather cook something amazing. Do you like to cook?
Yeah, I like to cook when I'm excited about what I'm making. So like when I make breakfast, I don't just like making eggs and like toast. I like putting like avocado, and then like I like cut up like tomatoes and like put so many spices and stuff with it, because I like that. Like I like all that extra stuff. I don't just like an egg. I like hot sauce and pepper and like garlic powder, stuff like that. Does that make sense?
It makes complete sense. Okay, your turn.
I want to be, oh my God, this sounds like I'm depressed, and I'm not. I want to be undeniably happy.
I think that's a great thing to put on your life list, that you want to be happy, because that is success. Happiness is success.
I don't care if I'm rich. I like to be rich. I like spending money. I don't care if I'm where I am, but I want to be comfortable with the people in my life, where I am, where I'm going, and who I am as a person.
I love it.
That's it. That's literally all I want in life.
You want to be happy.
That's all I want. Yep. I don't care about cars, house, anything. I just want to be happy.
I think that is wonderful, Georgia. I think that is everyone's goal, and some people forget that.
No, happy and comfortable. Comfortably happy.
Comfortably happy. Okay. For me, I would like to learn more about gardening.
I don't even think that's possible.
You don't think it's possible, but it is.
You are such a garden nerd. I've never seen you nerd over anything.
What?
I've never seen you nerd over anything, and that's like weird to me.
Well, that I nerd over gardening?
You were such a garden nerd.
Do I inspire you when I take you to the garden centers? Do you get a little bit excited for me and us and the garden that we have?
I like looking at the end product.
So you do like the garden. You appreciate the garden.
I appreciate the garden. And I walk by gardens, I think, oh, you would like this garden. But I don't look at it and think, is that a sunflower? Oh my gosh, I want to plant that. I want to buy it and plant it. You freak out. You'll stop and you'll be like, Georgia, look at this. Look at this plant. I want to plant it, and I'm going to plant it in our backyard, and I'm so excited. And
That's not how I talk. I talk like this.
Sometimes when you get really excited, you go, Georgia, like this plant.
I love perennials because they just bloom at different times, and I get excited about my peony, and then I get excited about the hydrangeas, and then I get excited about black-eyed Susans, and I get excited about all that stuff. But I would like to know the names of every single flower and plant that exists on the earth. And I wonder if anybody does. But I would just like to study plants. And I think that you can do that now with Google. You can just Google different plants. They've got those apps that you take a photo of a flower or a plant. It tells you what it is. But I just think I would like to go, oh, yeah, that's a lily. That's a, you know what I mean? Just start naming things. Yeah. That would be my dream come true. So I think I'm going to study plants a little bit more. Okay, one more, Georgia?
I don't even think I have one more.
Then I have one for both of us. And that is... Georgia Valentine and Mummy Valentine are going to write a musical together. Don't you think we'd be great? We could write a musical.
I don't want.
You don't want to do that? That's not
I
on your
mean, we
list?
could.
It's on my list.
What would you write it about?
Well, this is the thing. That's the fun part. We can come up with it. It could be a love story. It could be a mystery. It could be like a real life history story that we could put music to. Think of all the possibilities.
Yeah.
Yeah? Are you into it? Are we doing it? Is it on your list too?
I put write an album.
Yeah, well, you already did that. So
No,
you
I
check that
haven't.
one off. You wrote an album,
I wrote an album. I didn't finish an album.
but you wrote it.
That's not what I meant.
So finish that and let's get on to our musical. The Mother-Daughter Date Musical. Coming to Mirvish.
I'm sorry, Mervish.
No, they're excited.
Yeah. Mother-daughter date. Let's all celebrate. Go and eat some dates. Mother-daughter date. Nobody can hate. I like to procreate. Finding our soulmates. Mother-daughter date.
Okay, we're going to work on it. We got a lot of work
That's
to
the
do.
opening. That's the opening, and my mom's gonna be dancing.
Oh, am I in it too?
Well, it's mother-daughter date.
Well, I thought it was like a musical that we'd write and
Oh, how I wish my mother would see. Oh.
yeah.
That's the problem. I don't know the problem yet.
Okay, so we are going to figure out that problem.
Dixie, smelly cutie.
We're going to figure out that problem and we're going to write that musical together. That is on the list. The life list. Thanks for listening to our podcast. Don't forget to tune in next time.
Mother-daughter date.